More than 3 million people across the two-state were without power after Hurricane Helene. As soon as it was safe, power workers began the months-long process of getting the lights back on.
And the first priority was our hospitals. Your Audrey Dickherber shares how nurses and line workers jumped right into action.
You never realize what you have.
We knew it was bad hearing it at 4 a.m. because I've never heard that. Listened through a million thunderstorms, just things like that, lightning popping, but we were hearing trees knocking steadily. Blue flashes of light, breakers going out.
Until it's gone.
I can remember the lights flickering and then all the power going out.
No power.
Ride down Washington Road, Bel Air Road, and it's dark, pitch black. So it was kind of eerie.
No water.
We were without power for 11 days, and just an added, insult to injury, we were without water for 9 days. So that was a huge, challenge to how are you going to flush your toilet? And we actually were very close to running out of drinking water, and it's not like we could drive to get it.
And for many, no shelter.
I talked to at least 6 families in my small neighborhood that narrowly missed death as trees came down into their bedroom, onto their bed where they had just been laying. One neighbor went to reach for her husband. A tree came down in between them, and the only reason she survived is because the floor collapsed below her, which protected the beam from hitting her head. She was one of the homes that they couldn't even save the foundation.
But regardless of what people went through, they stepped up to help.
We didn't think that it was going to be what it was. Had no idea that I was going to get my own chainsaw out just to get out of my own driveway to get to work.
It was a little different leaving that morning, knowing that my house had a hole in it, and going to work to get lights on.
Starting to clean up and fix unimaginable damage.
We knew we had to manage fatigue was the biggest thing going into it. We knew that we weren't going to fix it in 3 days or something like that. So I believe we started working, and it was 16-hour days from there forward.
From linemen to nurses to neighbors.
There were no restaurants open, no fast food, there was no gas, hotels lost power. And so when you looked around Augusta, you probably saw one thing that was lit up was the hospital.
They were putting their needs aside to help the community.
We worked long hours, but we knew that people needed our help.
While also providing day-to-day needs.
The hospital is the beacon place for people to come because we have power, we have food, and we have water.
Crews working tirelessly to get to a new normal.
We felt driven throughout the whole process. We had, I want to say, about 90% of the lights on within 12 days of the storm. But I mean, the last 10 were just as important to us as the first 10,000. It didn't matter. We were trying to just keep moving the best we could to get everybody's lights back on.
All for moments like this.
No matter your race, your religion, your, economic background, it really was just Augustans helping Augustans and really outside of our area.
And we really are appreciative of all of those nurses and the linemen who left their families, who left their damaged homes to help all of us.
Yeah, what they were able to do in that week to 2 weeks after the storm. I mean, on a lot of roads like this that we see right in front of us, there were lines hanging across the road. Power poles were snapped in half like toothpicks. So they had a lot of work that they had to do in such little time, too.
I think we're all going to remember what that morning looked like for a lot of us, and we're always going to remember, too, the story of neighbors helping neighbors, because that's really what it was all about.
Yeah, it was finding good in the community, and people really stepped up to help one another.